Hey, it's Poisson Variance, your mathematical maestro and LaTeX linguist. How is everybody doing today? Yes, toaster stream. It is finally a toaster stream. I don't know how my channel ended up like this, but this is where we are. So you know what? Roll with the punches. Roll with the punches. I'll be honest, I kind of had zero plans for this. Like I had zero plans for this toaster stream, but that was kind of the yeast of my concerns. I was positive that I would think of something crust in time, and if I didn't, well, I'd be cooked. So, you know. But regardless, I felt confident you guys would still support me, dough. Alright, so Jay hates bread, we should ban this guy. Bro, he's a mod. So, all that aside, like I said, I had nothing really set up, but, is something a little unusual happened. Yeast like the infection, exactly. But so I had I didn't really have anything planned, but I got home from work and this presentation was on my computer already. And I don't really know where it came from. So we're gonna, yeah, hold on. Why is my... Oh, I'm gonna turn off this. Hold on, I'm gonna disappear for a second. Let's out. That's that. That's that. That's that. That's that. Is that clear? Weird. I wonder why she changed that. Huh. Anyways, where did you get that? The pun store? Exactly. More or less, yes. Listen, it was very, very punny. So. But yeah, so I don't know where this presentation came from. It just kind of showed up. But I guess that means we have something to work with. So we're gonna go ahead and work with it, I guess. I didn't make this. Like I said, I opened up my computer and this was just on it. So I guess we should see what this is. Like, I had just been planning to show you guys a picture of the toaster, but I guess some entity had other plans in mind. Unbeknownst to me. So I'll need some good music for this. I'll need some good music for this. Is it made in LaTeX? I don't know. I just said it, like, I didn't make this. This just showed up. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I don't know. All right, that's not what I want. I want to, yeah. A minute. So, oh. Okay. Maybe, yeah, it could have been made in PowerPoint. For all I know, it could have been. But because it's eerie, let's put on some eerie music. And figure out what this is. Oh, okay. Well, this is ominous. We are going to play a game. The game is called Find Your Toaster. There's two ways to go about this game. We can either solve puzzles, okay, or go through N slides, which could take big O event. Big O event? How many slides are there? Okay, so we can either solve puzzles or we can search for our toaster amongst the slides. I don't know what that means, but okay. Which, in theory, we could have to go through all of the slides, which could take a while. I don't know how many there are. Hints will be given, and when a hint is given, you should have all of the information to solve the puzzle. What? Okay. Let me grab my iPad so I have something to write on. Just I guess we're not just getting the toaster right off the bat. I guess we have to jump through some hoops to get toaster content. Okay. You promise that if you figure out the puzzle, you'll attempt to mislead me? Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so I guess we should get started. So, I'm guessing we just go. Well, I mean, yeah, that's not my toaster. That's not my toaster. Okay. Great. Oh, but it does say, bottom left corner, that, oh, I guess I'll write this down. Y prime of 0 is equal to y of 0. Okay. Can't really do anything with that, but that makes me think of an initial condition. So, I guess that's an initial condition. It just, okay, that's, but yeah, I mean, there's a little bagel button on the toaster. There's a defrost button on the toaster. There's a C. What does the C stand for? Clear? Oh, cancel, probably. Okay. It's an O, not a 0. Yeah, I'll write down both just in case. I'll do like, I'll keep that in mind. Like O, not 0. Oh, not. My first thought would be initial conditions, but you're right that might not be a. That's a good catch. That might be a 0 or an O, not a 0. So I'll write that down as a character, not as a. Why are there volume controls? I think that's for toaster strength. But it's not my toaster, so we can keep moving. And okay, this is also not my toaster. I don't. It's so you can manage how loud your toast pops up. That's probably right. That's probably right. This isn't my toaster either. It's like a whole thing though. This is like professionally done. Trust me, my kitchen does not look this nice. My toaster does not look that professional. You got a bagel in there. You got like an everything bagel. Did they hit the bagel button? Hamburger. No, I think that's a bagel. Which actually brings up an interesting point. Do you guys say bagel, bagel, wogle, bugle, crayon, caramel, caramel, data? How do you write your 2s? These are important questions. Today I talked with someone about how I write my 2s. Because I do a curly 2. And then do a not curly 2. But you know, your eyes are rectangular. Does that mean you wear glasses? That toaster isn't going to look very professional very long. That's an everything bagel. That's true. It's gonna seeds everywhere. There's waffles. There's a different set of bagels with like chive spread or something. But it doesn't really matter because it's I know my toaster. That's not my toaster. That is not my toaster. This doesn't even have buttons. What is this? I mean, I know what it's not. The message tells me what it's not. It's not my toaster. Great. Is this even a real brand? Is this an AI generated toaster? What the hell is this? Your rectangular glasses. Hey, funny. I wear like, when I do wear glasses, mine are like rectangular with like rounded edges, but I always forget to wear them. I only need them for like far distance, but I never really wear them. But yeah, this isn't, this is also not my toaster. Was there any information on this that you guys can see lending to a puzzle? Because there was nothing on this one, unless there's like something about it being an everything bagel or something. The chive spread, I don't know. These might be your toaster and simply not the creator's toaster. Be sure to check that. No, yeah, don't worry. I'm confident. I'm confident. The toaster is black, the brand name. Okay, let's write down those. You're right. Okay. West Bend is the brand name. And the toaster is black. Okay. Those could be pieces of information. I like that idea. This has basically no information? So I guess electronic, maybe? Because the electronic seems to be like kind of out of place. I wonder if that was put there intentionally. I'll write down electronic, because that looks like it's kind of photoshopped in. Like, am I crazy? Am I crazy to... I know it's hard to see on your guys' end, but am I crazy to see, like, the word electronic seems, like, out of place there? You don't remember have a toaster? Not gonna lie. I remember what my toaster looks like, so I'll be safe. But if I'm gonna assume that maybe the word electronic is a bit of a hint here, because again, it looks photoshopped in. This is okay. This is also not my toaster. What the hell is this? What am I doing? More capers, more bagels. This is a wildly inefficient toaster. Blurry inefficient toaster. It only has 2 slots. My toaster, I know this, my toaster has 4 slots. So we can immediately discount it. Plus it even says it. This is not my toaster. We're on this. We're on this. We know this. Weird coincidence. Doggo. Do these look familiar? Do these look familiar? Why is it getting more cursed? I don't know! But it says cafe. So maybe coffee has something to do with it? Alright, cafe... Coffee? The question mark? It has locks, and I hate fish. But I am a fish. So... who knows? I know, right? I know, wait a second. I know. That's spooky. Yeah. That's these containers. These containers. These containers are in Doggo's house. Maybe there's something there. They hold dog treats in, so I'm gonna write down dog treats. That's your toaster? Well, it's not my toaster, though. Weird coincidence, you're in this photo? Where? Are you... if I zoom in, like, right here, are you, like... is, like, your face embossed on the panel? Freaky. Nailed dog treats. Exactly. So I wonder if there's something there. But... I don't know. I don't know how well whoever made this knows that fact. So... that could be something. It could be nothing. This is... this isn't even a toaster! This is a toaster oven! What? This is a toaster oven! I've never even owned a toaster oven! What the hell am I looking at? Or sorry, what the heck am I looking at? Not a toaster that is a toaster. Stop body shaming. Stop toaster shaming. But it's not a it's a toaster oven, sure, but it's not a toaster. What do I do with this? Oh my god. So it's definitely not this one. Body shaming a toaster in the Big 26. I'm sorry. Would it be like chassis shaming? That would be like if you call a car bad. But this isn't even a toaster. This is a toaster oven. So I don't know what page number this was on, but not a toaster. I'll write that down, I guess. Not a toaster. The thing is, I feel like we should be looking for something that's more math related, because this started with the like initial condition of y prime of O or y prime of 0 equals y of O or y of 0. We still don't know. So maybe, like, I can't really tell where the dials are. Like, that one's in between 100 and 350. How? Oh no, that's in between 300 and 350 on the temperature. Like, that's the only thing I can tell. So 300 to 350 maybe. Kind of looks like a bit like a 325. When your AI startup gets off the ground, first thing you're doing is giving toasters feelings that you can hurt. Okay, I'm gonna say that this one gives nowhere. Let's move to the next one. Okay, well that seems pretty obvious. I think I found a clue. Yeah, this is a pizza oven at this point, but I found a clue. A is equal to 9 over 2. That's something. This is a pizza oven. Mate, like, I don't think it's not my toaster, that's for sure. So alright, A equals 9 over 2 at pizza oven. I don't know what to do here. But to be fair, there are hints now. I'm not that liberal. Yeah, I know. My definitions aren't. I'm not liberally. My definitions I cannot express liberally enough to say that that's a toaster. Pizza oven, a blurry pizza oven. But A equals 9 halves, or 9 divided by 2. I'm gonna whichever. It's I wrote it down so that the 400. So is that the type of hints we're looking for then? Should the hints be larger like that? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Because that seems pretty obvious. So maybe I'm overthinking things a bit, but I'm gonna consider the hint of this slide to be found. And we can move on to the... It's another toaster oven. We've just stopped with toasters. We've just stopped with toasters. There's no consistency here. A madman broke into your computer, gave you a slideshow, you just assume he has internal logic. The classic Scots-Felshman paradox. I don't know who that is. Who's Scots-Felshman? Is he a Welshman? Is he related to Scott Cawthon? Are all Scots related? People named Scott, not the Scottish. So... like... okay. I'm just gonna keep going at this point. Because, like I said, the previous one had a pretty obvious hint. Pretty obvious hint. You made them up to sound smart. That's the correct way to do stuff. AI generate your lawyer, your legal cases to give yourself defenses. So that was pretty obvious. Maybe the 1208. I'll write down 1208. Scott, like Scott Cawthon, like FNAF? Exactly. Correct. Scott Cawthon of Five Nights at Fazbear's Fredbear's fame. The game I'm infamous for speedrunning. With terrible strats, and it took me like 50 minutes. Ah! I dropped my stress ball. I've been using a stress ball as the fidget. I find it's actually really helpful because I notice that I can't read really well if I'm not doing something. And so I've been trying to like squish a stress ball while I read, but I've been getting more and more fidgety with it. So I've started just like punching it while I read because I need it to do more than just squeeze. I need it to do stuff. I don't know how to describe it. Okay, this clearly, okay, I'm getting nowhere, but we still haven't gotten, it said, what did it say earlier? It said, when we reach our first puzzle, or our first hint, we'll have all the information needed to solve a puzzle. Scott Cawthon, Creative International, Sex Symbols, The Nightmare Animatronics. I forgot that was on my tier list. We've seen this one before. Am I crazy? We've seen this toaster before. Bruh. This is what the hell? This is the laziest slideshow ever. It just loops back around to, oh, that still isn't my toaster. That's still okay, except now like it's a different slide clearly, so it wasn't just like copy pasted. It's a different slide. Am I crazy? Yes, yeah, but well, okay, but here, quiet you. That may be irrelevant to this situation, but this is so stupid. Okay, I'm gonna write down the 3. I'm gonna write down the 3. I have so many notes on this. It wasn't me. I told you, I got home from work and this was on my computer. I don't know where it came from. Okay. This is just says toast is not my toaster. What? I mean, that's not my toaster either. What kind? What a brand name. What is this? Okay, I'll write down Smeg. What is a Smeg? It's a toaster brand, apparently. Like, toast is not my... So, like... Wait. Wait. This one said, this is not my toaster. This is not my toaster. This is not my toaster. This isn't my toaster. Why did it change? It went from is not to isn't? Do you see that? Is not my toaster, isn't my toaster? Secretly a horror game and we don't know. Apparently! And then this one just says toast is not my toaster. Well, yes, toast does not equal toaster. For the record, this isn't my toaster either, so I don't know why the naming changed. And now we're back. There we go. There we go. This is not my toaster. That's waffles. This is waffles, but B is equal to -13. I'll take that. I'll take B is equal to -13 as a definite hint. It's still in control. I know this is the secret final episode, the secret 8th, 9th episode, whatever. Secret extra Stranger Things episode. Okay. This isn't even toast. This is waffles. This is waffles. This isn't even toast. Shit looks AI stuff looks AI generated. I can't imagine any toaster actually looking like that, but... And the fact that there's only a bagel button? That seems insulting to all the other varieties of bread. Okay. Gonna go to Z and we have to solve a 26-degree polynomial. The fact that we're actually getting variables or like constants, I'm assuming coefficients maybe? I like this idea of going to Z, or not going to Z, a 26-degree polynomial, but the idea of it being a polynomial and then we have the coefficients. That. What? This feels ominous now. Torst. Torst is not the worst. Torst is not the worst, I guess. It's like, I'm being approached by a gaggle of toasters now. You feel most bewildered, you feel threatened. I don't know what this is. I guess they're in favor of toast, though. I'm assuming that's what toast means. There's 3 toasters, though. There's 3 toasters, though. We've seen a few different 3s. Okay. On the first... Okay, we had a... I'm writing down. This is the 3rd time we've run into 3s. We had a 3 on... So we had 3s on the first time the toasters looped. And then we had a 3 toasters here. So maybe 3 3s is something. Maybe 3 3s is something. Hashtag all my homies hate Torst. Torst, you glad I didn't say banana? Okay, I'm scared, so I'm gonna just go to the next one. There's straight up, there's a dude. There's a dude in frame right here. There's an arm. Somebody's arm. Oh, I can see the slide number. I'm terrified. I don't want to click that. I'm terrified how many slides there potentially are. Somebody's arm is just in this pizza. Again, we're just back to pizza oven. Toast grillage. Broil griller. And it's not my toaster. We're back to this. To pizza. What? I don't... What were A and B? A was 9 divided by 2. B was negative 13. Chudwarm Fusion Bake. Oh. Oh. 8-8. 8-8. What is 8-8? What is 8-8? That doesn't have a variable attached to it, but... Or coefficient, variable, whatever. That's 8-8, though. Alright, that's something. That's something. Alright. Huh? What? This was one of my favorite Gundam model kits as a child. This was one of my favorite Gundam model kits as a child. And I don't... The Zaku F2000, yeah, I remember this one. was almost my toaster. Wasted potential would have been awesome toaster. I think the reason like I wanted to buy this as a kid, but I never did. I really liked this one. This was one of my favorites. 2000? I'm gonna write down F2000. Zaku F2000. That's a number. That's something. And I guess I've been under the assumption as well. I've been under the assumption that this is not like an escape room. You know how in escape rooms they give you hints? And like some of the hints are misleading. Maybe that's like that. Like I could have been writing down all this stuff and it could be nothing. Maybe it's only the A's and B's that mean anything. Maybe the 88's a diversion. Who knows? I'm assuming that's an 88, an 8 over 8. A could be 8, choose 8. I don't know. Which is just, you know, 1, but... Gundam fan? Yeah, I haven't watched it in a long time. But as a kid, I really liked it. Oh! Okay. We have our first hint. And in theory, this should let us solve a puzzle. This should let us solve a puzzle. So we have integer, string, boolean, float, and then something missing. We have Leonardo DiCaprio. We have a clock. And we have we initially started here. Okay, so this one should be char, right? I'm not crazy. Integer, string, boolean, float, like char would totally fit here. At least in my Python experience. Don't think you're schizo enough to understand what it's saying. It's one of those, like, logic puzzles where it's like... Okay, and it's at 10:11:32. Okay. Leonardo DiCaprio. He's in Titanic. He was in... What else was he in? What else was Leonardo DiCaprio in? I don't... Like, beside Revenant? I'm blanking. Do you guys know what Leonardo DiCaprio has starred in? Like... The one I know is Titanic. I don't know how that fits into anything, but... Char... Titanic... Clock? The Da Vinci Code? Was Leonardo DiCaprio in the Da Vinci Code? Catch me if you can. Python has complex. That could be it. Django Unchained. That's true. But I feel like if it were one of those, like... I feel like if it were a movie he had starred in, it would have been, like, him in that movie kind of thing. Is it maybe just, like, something about him in particular? Like... He's an actor? Like, if that's just him, he's an actor. What he is. So the different combinations I guess we have for the solutions. I'm gonna go with actor. I'm gonna go with actor for now as like a potential like placeholder. So we have character, like char, actor, or complex actor, and then the final 10, 11, 32. Huh. Didn't he make the Mona Lisa? Yeah, he did make the Mona Lisa. That's 100% correct. You only know his joke about him getting an Oscar. That's true. That could be a potential Oscar. The 10th and 11th letters of his name. What are the 10th and 11th letters of his name? Leonardo DiCaprio. I like this thought process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I and C. I see. Oh. Ooh, that's smart. That's smart, Jay. I see. Initial condition. We initially. Holy. Wait. Initial condition. IC is always the thing used for initial condition. We have an initial condition potentially. Okay. That's so cool. What would the initial condition be? And like, where is it? We initially started here. So okay. I see a little silhouette of a man. The answer is, this is not my toaster. I've been told that the toaster's in here. The derivative of this toaster is the another equal toaster. You might be right. Wait. That's... Oh. Whoa. Oops. The derivative of this toaster is another equal toaster. We had this toaster repeat. This toaster is the only toaster that happened twice. If this toaster is the only toaster that happened twice, then it's like the derivative is equal to the toaster, and both toasters had the number 3. Is our initial Wait. So if our initial condition... Wait. Hold on. Initial condition. If our initial condition is that y prime of 0 equals y of 0 equals 3... Yeah, y prime of 0 equals 0, y of 0 is equal to c to the x, for c is in R. So how would we solve that? With a characteristic. Wait. Wait. Oh, I think I get what I was trying to go for. Char, actor, And then, like, we got the initial condition hint from the 1011 thing. Okay, this is cool. So, wait. So what would the characteristic be? What would the characteristic be? We were given A and B, right? Because the, so in the default version of the characteristic function, you're not given, the A and B aren't in the same way that they are in a polynomial. You're given y double prime plus y, a y of prime plus b y is equal to 0. If we're solving for 0. And then if we're given an initial condition... Oh! Okay, hold on a minute. I have to do some math. I have to do some maths. Hold on a minute. I'm cooking. Yes, cooking like bread. I'm cooking like bread. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me do some maths. Okay. So let's solve the characteristic. Let's solve the characteristic of... I wish I had a way to, like, screen share. But the characteristic of... So it would be lambda squared plus 9/2 lambda minus... was b minus 13? Yeah, b was minus 13. Is equal to 0. Solve that. Solve that polynomial. Okay. Here, I'm gonna open up on my notepad as well. Just so I can show what I mean. For anyone who's unsure. X squared plus 9/2 x minus 13 equals 0. So if we solve that, what do we get? We get that lambda... What would that be? Plus 13 over 2. Minus 2? Is that right? Plus 13 over 2 minus 2? So then lambda equals negative 13 over 2 and 2. Okay. Oh, let me double check my maths here. Lambda squared 2 lambda minus 4 over 2. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, negative 2 and... Yeah. So if those are the solutions to the quadratic, let's write those down. And 13 over 2 is how I'm going to write it. Okay. One of those is a fraction. Oh, and then we have to actually solve the characteristic from here, right? Or solve the differential equation. Okay. If that's the case, then everything minus 13 y equals 0. y of 0 is equal to c1 e to the 13 over 2. 0 is equal to 3. Okay, so we know that c1 is equal to c2 minus 3. Okay. Plug that back in. Plug in our take our derivative. Those are all e's, so that works out easy. Take the initial condition again for the derivative function. Minus 39 over 2 minus 2c. We can add that. 13 over 2 minus 2 gets us back to 9/2. C2 equals 5. Plug that in. That means that C1 is equal to 2. You got the negative of those. Oh, you're right, Jay. Yeah, you're right. I will give the negative of those. No. I think you're right. Hold on a minute. No, multiply it back out. Yeah. Do we get anything different as a result? Plus 2, 17. That becomes a bit different. Yeah. No, there are enough boundary conditions for this. Oh, I see where my y of 8 is equal to 8. How are you getting that? Plus 2, that's 17 over 2. Oh, that's a messy number. What's 3 times 17? 51. Oh, dang, we go negative. So we get negative 6 over 17 for our second one, for our C1. What the hell? This is gross. All right, here's what I got. Oh, the 88. Where's the 88 play into this? I have no idea. Okay, let's just... Okay, so oops. So what I ended up getting for my thing was -6 divided by 17. Oops, that's supposed to be negative. -6 over 17. Doesn't y 0 of y, right? So what I did is I set them both equal to 3. I set them both equal to 3 because there was the duplicate and they both had the number 3 on them. This is what I'm getting for our differential, or for our solution. Our solution equation. So I'm gonna drop that just in the corner there. And then what does that tell us? I mean, we have a... This is a confusing mess. We have... Yeah, that 88. Or that... I keep calling it an 88. And that's 2 numbers back. And we do have a -2. Is that something? We back up 2. That gets us to 88. What slide number are we on? 16. I'm gonna ask someone for a hint real quick. I'm gonna ask who I believe is the creator of this for a hint real quick. Okay, okay, they said to the 88, that this is an 88, and they said to use it as 88. Shot in the dark. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. What do you think happens if we go to slide 88? If there is a... I assume there's a slide 88. Oh my god. How long is this supposed to take? What the hell? Okay, yeah, oh yeah, t equals 88. I like this idea. Oh my god, what does this become if we plug in t equals 88? Ew, ew, okay, let's see what we get if we plug in t equals 88. If that gets nothing, then I'm gonna go to slide 88 and see if my guess on that is something. My god. feel like this first hint should not be taking this long. This might be... That'd be negative? What did you get, Jay? What did you get? Just tell me the answer you got. Senpai. Oh, you didn't run it, but that would be dominant. That's a good point. Times 44. Okay, if that gets nowhere, then let's go to slide 88. I'm gonna bite the bullet. Slide 88. So I think slide 88 was correct. Okay, I think slide 88 was correct. Because this is not my toaster. And... yeah. This is not my toaster. This is fun fact, I used to play the violin, which is true, and it was a whole lot of fun. Start 5, end length of distance. Did you miss the toaster? No, we're trying to find my toaster. We've been trying to solve this to figure out where my toaster is. All right. Start is 5. End is the length of distance. Remember, practice makes you exponentially better at stuff. What? Sorry, what? You immediately thought of an integral. Oh, the holes. The holes on a violin. The holes on a violin. Those look like integrals, don't they? Is that what you were going for, Ava? Which means the start... Oh, our limits of integration. Start is 5. Oh, okay. Look at that. Start is 5. End is length of distance. Okay. So then... You thought of start and end. But the fact that there was 2 different ways to get to integral makes me think that integral is the right focus. I like this idea. I like this idea of integration. I like this idea of integration. All right, so what would this come out to then? So if our start's 5, what are we integrating also? Are we integrating our y? I mean, that's the only function we have. Length of distance. Length of distance. Remember, practice makes you exponentially better at stuff. So that makes me think we want to focus on the exponents. But we also have... excuse me. Length of distance. I mean, yeah. We would have our start, and then we would go until... we would go the length of our distance to reach our endpoint. But it's saying that the endpoint is the length of the distance itself. Could it be the length of the word distance? It's not even true. Practice the skills definitely more logarithmic. The length of this violin, time to get chain effects to get the exact mono. I have no idea what the length of this violin is. What distance? My only thought is the length of the word distance, which is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 characters. Length, like is that a stretch? Length of distance. The length of the word distance, which would give us 8 characters in code. Literally the size of distance. Okay, let's try 8 then. And then what? Integrate the function itself? We can integrate that negative 6/17 fullumph. Okay. I'm gonna go to integralcalculator.com because I don't want to integrate that by hand. You found the exact model? That is very fitting, Ava, for you to find the exact model. Alright. So -6 divided by 17. Okay. Alright, so this is the number I got. Where is it? Alright, try to find my notepad again. This is the times 10, the 21. This is the number I got when integrating that. A whole lot of fun. Well, I think we've like solved pieces of it. I think whole referred to the integration. This is our limits of integration. So maybe this is what we get from the integration? Which would be... That's a pretty big number. It is a pretty big number. This is nonsense. Oh, I just got another message. Apparently, they did their math wrong. Apparently, they did their math wrong. Whatever number this is, apparently, was supposed to be 10. It was supposed to be something times 10 to the 22. So maybe they, like... Okay. Okay. 10, that's supposed to be 10 to the 22. And so I think that obviously means the 22 is important. Well, if the 22 is important, then this is a very thrown together puzzle. I'm gonna guess slide 22, because the last time it was a slide. Okay. Just out of curiosity, though, what would slide 21 have been? Okay, slide 21's nothing. Anyways, this is not my toaster. Hey Mew, how you doing? We're currently on a quest to find my toaster. This PowerPoint was on my computer, not made by me, and we have been solving puzzles for the past hour to try and find my toaster, which is supposedly in here. And there have been like 3 mistakes already. So that's fun. But we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We're making progress. That's the important part. Anyways, so this is not my toaster, so... So that obviously says poi, right? Poi, you know, Poisson, poi, POI. Alright, I'm confident that that's what that's supposed to be. So poi, P is 1392, O is 2100, I is... something. Distance. What is that landmass? What is that landmass? I don't know geography. Does anyone know what that is? Is the end inclusive? Maybe we have very limited information, but that's a good question. Is it end inclusive? This is all the information we have for this puzzle. Oh, that's Florida. Okay. So poi distance Florida. Poi, how do you not recognize Florida? I like I said, I'm bad at geography and geology and genealogy. I don't know where I come from, but certainly not Florida. Anyways, poi distance Florida. You try to measure the distance from top to bottom, but doesn't reveal anything at all. Well, what do we know? What do we know? What's our distance formula? Distance, magnitude. So yeah, our distance formula, right, should be the square root. Oops. The square root of like a squared. All right. One minus x2. If you treat the alphabet... Oh, this is a cool... If you treat the alphabet as equidistant points on a line arranged in order, then perhaps we can construct a distance from I to 0 based on p of 0 and assuming a is 0. Okay. Let's try that. Let's try that. So... P0. Oh, this is so weird. So I'm gonna write down all these ideas. So I'm just gonna write down Ava's first, because hers is fast. So the distance, the magnitude of p to 0 is 708. I like this. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. At least I think that's something. What does Florida have to do with it, though? like, what does Florida have to do with this? And the other thing is just... This is just me. It's Poi. Poisson. Me. I am this. Is that anything? State letters. You're gonna have to help me on this. Florida, yes, FL. Maybe. Florida's FL. I like that. What is O? What is P? I don't know what states letters would be what then. Because aren't state letters generally 2 letters? Aren't they? Like Florida, FL, Washington. That's where I am. WA. And we haven't gotten an F or an L, really, so we don't have variables to work with in that domain. Domain. PO and OP aren't state abbreviation docs. I've talked about living in the Pacific Northwest before. I've talked about living in Washington. You're from California, Pacific time. Yeah, Pacific time. Let's go. The rest of my chat's all across the world. Yeah. I've never mentioned Washington. Oh, I feel like I have. I feel like I have. Oh, whatever. Doxed. You know I'm in the entire state I'm in. I feel like you already knew time zone because I always post in PST. That's what I go off of. Even though you had said your math didn't work out, Ava, the thing that got me thinking though actually was a vector PO. Magnitude. And that was one of the first things I said was referring to distance as magnitude. That's just like inherently how I think of them. What about the magnitude? Hear me out. The magnitude of a vector POI, representing me as a vector. Poisson representing Poi as a vector. I know that's very egotistical to believe that I'm part of the answer, but I'm kind of my stream. Yes, I am on Earth. You figured it out. And that was the wrong your. So if that's me as a vector, then what's my magnitude? And then solve for I? Still don't know what Florida has to do with this, but... Self-flatulent. Do you mean self-fulfilling? What? Hmm. What is the exact distance from Florida to your home? Oh! Wait a minute. Hold up, Jay. That's cooking. You're cooking. Hold on a minute. I like that. Hold on a minute. I'm not gonna do my exact address, but like the general area, maybe? Florida. Washington. Oh, not DC. Okay, so just wait, no. Just okay. I got it. Hey, Poisson, you also have a car. He'll be back. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Mew. See you soon. Maybe even Saturday. Oh, did I mention I have a car now, by the way? Did that ever get mentioned? Okay. So, Google tells me that the distance from Seattle Airport to Orlando Airport is 2,553 air miles. Okay. 2,553 miles. Or 2,554? Do you think that makes a difference? Do you think it matters down to the individual mile, the distance? How doxed am I getting right now? Well, it's airport to airport. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. You have a car now. What kind of car? What's the plate number? What type of tires? Does it have a CD player? Yeah, I'm just gonna publicly disclose all that information. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. You found the perfect song to represent me. I own it. Oh my god, it's Ninja Sex Party. Oh my god. I haven't listened to them in years. I never really listened to them. I heard like one or two songs. You have a thought, Ava? Interesting. Would you mind sharing with the class? In the meantime, I'm going to try... While you do this, I'm going to try something. 1392 2100 and solve for I. Does it have a CD player? It's not new, so no, I think it does have a CD player. I will read your ID in a moment, Ava, sorry. Right now, I'm just checking something. I'm trying to solve for I with respect from the distance from Seattle to Orlando. So 2553 squared minus 1392 squared minus 2100 squared, all under a square root, is equal, say, to I. That gives us that I is... What does that give us I as? Assume the value depends on the alphabet position of the letter. Value M, letter position, plus B, using P of 16 and O of 15, we get M equals negative 708, B equals 12,720. For I of 9, the value would be 6348. Ooh. Ooh. That's a really cool way. We'll try that next. We'll try that next, don't worry. I have no idea what this song is, but this is dope. Okay. Alright, I wanted to take the square root. Minus 1392. That's the thing where it's like 6,348 might be too large, because it seems like a lot of the answers have been corresponding to slide numbers where we hop to the next slide. Maybe there are in fact 6,000 slides. I don't know how many there are. Okay, but okay, so when I tried solving, I got I is equal to 412.486. The fact that that's a decimal means I don't really like it. But I mean, like, try finding an answer that gives you a clean integer out of that. I mean, Ava, you found one. You said I is equal to... So our other idea got us I is equal to 6,348. All right, two potential answers. Here are two potential answers on the table so far for this puzzle. 6,348 or 412.486 with a bunch of extra stuff. Let's start with Ava's, because Ava's is an integer value. And let's see if this goes up to 6,000. Let's see how many slides are here. If we hit 6,000, then let's hop to slide 6. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're halfway through. I don't think we're hitting 6,000. Unless this extends on its own. Okay. We did not hit 6,000. The other thing we could try is we have 4.12.486. I'm closest to 486, so we'll try that one next. What slide are we on? 22? Or 86? No, that is a toaster again. Back to slide 22. Or 12? I guess. I'm thinking, like, why... The thing that gets me is... If it's a decimal answer, why would I just take the integer value? Why wouldn't I just take the whole thing? My only other thought is that if Florida has something to do with it again. Like, maybe because it's just an estimation, and those are all integer values? Factors of 6348 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 23, 20, 46, 69, 92, 138, 276, 529, 1058, 1587, 216, 300, or 3174. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna pull the trigger and try 412. Okay, this is a stretch, maybe, no. This is a stretch, maybe floor, the floor function of 412, 486, because Florida. I can't imagine that's right. I can't imagine that's right. That's so stupid. The floor function, because Florida would give us 412. Alright, let's see. 412. No fucking... No fucking way. I quit. Which answer will give us a toaster? Remember... Which answer will give us a toaster? Okay, the formatting, this is all messed up. I don't know what it was made in. But that's probably fine. He broke? Yes. I broke. I'm so stupid. Which answer will give us a toaster? Does this mean that we're at the last answer? Last question? Which answer will give us... You're turning... Oh, happy early birthday then, Shane. Well, this is your birthday present, is seeing the toaster, if we solve this problem. I think this is the last one, because it says which answer will give us a toaster. Which answer will give us a toaster? Remember to be a little brave when answering. Remember to be a little brave when answering. You laughed so much. I'm glad you're having a good time. You still can't spell. It's fine. It's only very important. Just put an autocorrect in your brain. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll do great, sweetie. I don't know what any of these numbered combinations are. So we either have 333, which we did actually earlier saw 3 3s. So that's a connection. Okay, 333 is 7, 13, 19, 87. Okay. 7,131,987. 190 is 10, 30, 20, 24. 670 is 237,916. And 12 is 64, 22, 42, 08. Could mean ratio. Ooh. Okay, let's try and compare these ratios and see what we get. We're gonna get nothing good. Like it's all gonna be decimal answers. Some of these are gonna be crazy small. I guess we could. I'm gonna try it both ways. Well, that gets us 21,000, so that's probably not right. 333 over 7, 13, 19, 87. 87? Do you think it could be the bite of 87? Is that what this 87's about, do you think? That's almost also nothing. That's gonna be even worse. So, like, the only one I can see as a potential answer maybe is 670 over 2, 37, 916, maybe? It's nothing. This seems like a Brave Little Toaster reference. I've never seen it. What's the... I've never seen Brave Little Toaster. What's the... Are any of these numbers significant to Brave Little Toaster? Are any of these numbers significant to Brave Little Toaster? That's the date I debuted. Right? I think this is... Yeah, didn't I... I think this is when I made my first ever video. You say we gamble? You don't know. If the answer's the bite of 87, you'll invade Chase Holmes. Okay, before we gamble, because it seems like this is the last problem. So, because it said the answer will give us a toaster. 190, run it. What does that have to do with Little Brave? Then again, being brave, roll the dice. All right, 190. 190. Da 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 da. And this was 412. So that was an intentional bait. That was an intentional bait. That was my first video, and that was an intentional bait. That's what I get for thinking it was about me. No, it's about my toaster. Okay. Back to 412. Alright. I'm gonna Google Brave Little Toaster. 333, that's the date the Little Toaster came out? 7/13/19. Oh, 7/13/1987. Okay, so 333. Yeah, I was getting way too egocentric. I thought it was about me. All right, here's our next gamble. Da 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 da. Woo! We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! We solved it! We solved it! It's my battle damage toaster! It's my battle damage toaster! It took us 1 hour and 40 minutes! 800 potential slides! Let's go! That's a gosh darn toaster! Happy 800 subscribers. Happy toaster. We did it. 1 hour and 40 minutes for a picture of my toaster. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh wait, I need better music for this. There we go. Here, let's play this. There we go. 800 slides for 800 subs. Maybe that. I think it was over 800. Let's see. It was 800. You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Are you serious? Are you serious? 800 subs? No, it was 800, 6, 7? It's ridiculous. You have perfect music for me, Kakado? Oh no, what's the music? Oh my god. Now we just need another hour and 40 minutes of just this song playing. Happy 800 subscribers! Happy toaster. Next milestone is 1 million when I reveal my air fryer. No, never. Next is 1,000 with the toothpaste. Next is 1,000 when I show off my toothpaste. And when do I get a picture of my desk? When I get another webcam again, I can do more hand cam streams. Well, let's see what. Oh. Kikado just sent this to me. Oh my god. There we go. Gonna keep playing this. When we get 1 million, we get the entire house. Every item in my house until we find the exact model of it. Slowly becomes a house reveal. Oh my god. Good job, everyone. We solved it together. We solved it together. Woo! Alright, so from what started out as someone, I know it was in Google Slides, I'm sorry. But so what started out as Shane showing up in some stream and demanding to see my toaster as what started out as Shane showing up one stream and demanding to see my toaster ended up becoming a subscriber goal and becoming a wonderfully stupid puzzle stream. That makes me unbelievably happy that this evolved from such a stupid nothing joke. Like, such a stupid nothing joke. It just evolved into this. The entire stream is Shane's fault. Yes, it is, in the best way. In the best way. It's both Shane's fault and all thanks to them. Oh my god. Oh my god. So yes, everyone give yourselves a round of applause. You want a harder puzzle for the toothpaste reveal? Okay. That is fair. That is fair. This one, I think the problem with this one is that there was a lot of just hopping through slides where, like, just we had 800 potential slides where it's like, in theory, we could have gone through all the slides, which would have taken us over 300 slides. And there were errors. There were errors in this puzzle because it was made in an hour. Very, very last minute. But yes, for toothpaste reveal, we can plan around something a bit more difficult. We can plan around something a bit more difficult, and we can have a more difficult puzzle for the toothpaste reveal that will function closer to an escape room. That's what we can do. We can function closer to an escape room. I think that'll be more fun. I like this idea. That way we can fill it with stuff that are like intentional misdirections and whatnot, and we can work from there. Who made the slides, by the way? Like I said, they just showed up on my computer. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. The slides just kind of showed up, like I said. You want to boot me? Well, yeah, you've succeeded in your life's goal of seeing the toaster. So I feel like you're content to just unplug right now for forever. Unplug the life support. You like making puzzles because Fyodoric inspired you? Who's that? Fyodoric? I don't know. I know I've never really made a lot of puzzles, so it's your time. Feel it, chat. Run much longer, you'll get AI psychos. Yeah, you'll inevitably end up as one of the Twitter AIs. I'm gonna make you curious. That's the mystery of this whole thing. Who knows? Like I said, it just ended up. But no. Yeah, we can do something a bit more complex for the toothpaste reveal. I think that'll be really fun. But that's all I had planned today. The fact that this went to be almost 2 hours is insanity itself. And some stuff lining up that was not supposed to line up. There was stuff that lined up that was not supposed to line up that ended up lining up, and that is all I will say. There is stuff that worked out that was not supposed to work out the way it worked out that ended up being a huge coincidence. But I pretended, I'll let's say was intentional. There's still one of his puzzles still unsolved. Somebody found his grandma, which he knows the solution. That's crazy. You like this channel? You found a stream out of boredom, but you don't want to unsub her. Aww. I appreciate it, Cheese. Or, not Cheese, it's Shane. I was reading another message. I appreciate it, Shane. I'm sorry, don't unsub because I called you Cheese. But yes, we can let you live. But yeah. This was supposed to be fast. It was supposed to yeah, what was going to be, oh, just look at picture my toaster, became this mess. An hour-long video based on the hardest Roblox puzzle. So stream react. I've never played Roblox, but maybe if I have an off day, which I have many off days coming up, then Yes, and yeah, I'm with you. That would actually be fun, Jay, to work with cheese on an augmented reality game. That could be pretty cool. Doing something, hiding puzzles across videos and stuff. That's not a bad idea. I like this idea. I like this idea. I subscribe to this idea. Follow, and subscribe to this content of creation of content for, yes. But my legs are sore. You see me look down. I say that it might be time to call it. It might be time to call it. If you remember correctly, the puzzle took a total of 3 weeks and was finally solved. Dang. Yeah, we need to make something of that caliber. We need to make something of that caliber. The end goal being finding a picture of my toothpaste would make it the best art known today. I agree. I agree. That would make it superb. That would be the perfect augmented reality. Okay. What the fiddlesticks? But like I said, that's gonna be it for now. I say many things. I'm a streamer. That's true. That's like my whole gimmick is saying things. I think from here we are going to call it. So thank you all for coming, and on Friday is a new outfit reveal with a its own fun little things. You know, I've made those like little teasers and stuff. So that should be fun. Please stop by for that. That's gonna be at the same time. Finally showing the toaster. It was a joke, but it's been super fun. Like I said, yes. The new outfit reveal though on Friday. Happy birthday, Shane. I've been Poisson Variants, your mathematical maestro and LaTeX linguist, and I promise next time I do a presentation, it will be in LaTeX. This was done in an hour. Thank you all for watching, and bye bye.